What's up, guys? Welcome to the number one podcast in the south side of Chicago, the Nick Success Speaking Podcast. With that being said, I would like to get you guys started with the Bible verse of the day. It is on Ephesians 4:31 and 32. It says, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you."
Period.
The word of the day is debonair. Describes someone who may. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but that's the word of the day. With that being said, I would like to introduce you guys to two very special guests. The first time we have two guests on the podcast, my two childhood best friends and youth group sisters. That's what I'm going to go with. Cynthia and Jasmine. Woo!
Yeah, period.
So, what? This is gonna be all over the place. This is the first time I have two guests, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna figure it out as we go. I would like to get started by asking you guys to introduce yourselves. So I don't know, whoever wants to go first, rock, paper, scissors, whatever you guys want to go.
Okay, my name is Cynthia. I'm 23 years young. I'm a teacher assistant at a local school out here in the suburbs. What else? I got my associate's degree from South Suburban College. I'm planning to go back to school to get my bachelor's in early childhood education.
Nice.
That's it, I think.
That's all? That is it. That is all.
I think that's
Jasmine, go ahead.
Hi, my name's Jasmine. I'm 22 years old. I am a dog groomer. That's what I do for a living.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Oh, that's what I do for a living.
Nice. She grooms my dog. That's what she does for a living.
We try Cynthia's.
My dogs are mean.
You guys want to talk about the Bible verse of the day?
Yeah.
Okay, period. Let's talk about it. Let me reread it one more time.
Reread it. You want to read it for us?
Yeah. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's see. Okay, so like me personally, forgiving is something I need to work on because I hold grudges on the low key sometimes, not really for real.
Not low key.
I already got it in the bag. I'm already compassionate and forgiving for the most part. Sometimes I'm working on it. But getting rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger. So I do be angry. I get angry fast. So that's just, gotta work on it. I feel as like children of God, women of God, being moody and stuff like that, which is like stereotypical for women, is something you just gotta work on. Not letting everything get to you, not letting the little things affect you in your life. And yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of people out here that are bitter. And not even just regular people, even Christians. There's a lot of people out there, not a lot of Christians, that are very bitter. And I'm trying to remember what the Bible verse was that we talked about today on the sermon. Or not we talked about, but the sermon that I heard today at church. And I don't have my notes. My notes are in my phone, and my phone's recording, so that's great.
My notes are in my car. We go to two different churches.
Yeah, I go to City Church, and you guys go to the
Renovación Cristiana
church that I grew up in.
I don't think that I have anybody in my life that's like bitter. Like bitter? Like no. I think there's a lot of anger. Well, like not that they're like always like angry or like they have anger in their hearts. It's just like they get angry really quickly. That was me. I think I worked on it. But it's just like, somebody looks at you and you're just like, But
And malice is like malicia, no?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
that you
doing
have bad
something.
intentions.
Mhm.
I would like to ask you, how was your childhood? Talk to me since you were growing up. The earliest memory that you have going forward from there.
Like by myself or like
Yes.
as in together?
What do you mean together?
Like
With
us
me?
three. Like
No.
us three.
No.
Just by myself?
Yourself. Yes.
My earliest memory. Dang. Does it have to like serious or can it be like funny?
Whatever you.
Like my
We are
oldest,
open to being vulnerable here.
my last I think my memory from my youngest time was childhood trauma erasing all my memory.
I feel like we all have that. We all just erase a certain age.
I just
of
have
trauma.
one memory. Like
Yeah.
we were in Mexico. I lived in Mexico for 6 months. Me and my brother. We lived in Mexico for 6 months with my grandma, and I remember.
How old were you?
Dang, I don't even know. I was like in kindergarten. How old are you in kindergarten? Like 4 or 5?
No, you're like 6.
Okay, like something like
I
around
think
there.
5.
My
I don't
brother
even know.
5 or
fell.
6. Yeah.
We had like a garden ish, but it was like as small as like an alley, and then Juanito fell into the kitchen. I mean, into the not the kitchen, into the chicken hen, like tas para abajo de la azotea from like the ceiling.
Dang.
Yeah, that's like my earliest childhood memory. Like,
He said,
tas, he
let
said.
me go in with the
He said, "Let me end it
chickens.
all." No, just kidding. No, but yeah, that's my earliest memory that I remember. But like personal, most of my memories are. I was older. We were living in Harvey. I was maybe first grade. My dad used to do like these Olympics. Like they were like Olympic-ish. He would do like games in our backyard. We had a really big backyard when we lived in Harvey, in Las
Mhm.
Trailas. And like all the kids from the neighborhood would want to come over, and my dad would be like hosting games in our backyard. That's like my
I was
personal
never invited
memories.
to that.
You didn't live in Harvey then.
I
think you were living
did.
in Posen.
I was living in Posen at the time?
Yeah. I don't think we were friends when we both lived in Harvey at the same time.
Probably not.
We didn't.
We started becoming friends
Like
when we were
fourth grade.
Yeah,
We were,
fourth
like,
grade.
12.
I was a fourth grade. You were a fifth grader.
Yeah.
How old were we?
You're like around that
We're like
time.
10. No? Because second
Yeah.
grade, you're 8 and 9.
'Cause in third grade,
you're
I was
10 or
9.
11. Like fourth grade.
How do you remember that? I don't
moved
remember what age I
every
was
year
in what
until I got to
year.
high school.
Really?
So, high school was
High
the
school was
first
a blur.
time.
Ah.
I believe you.
So I remember.
Okay, and then after that?
That's why. My memory. That's what you asked. That's my youngest. That's my.
Yeah, and then from there, growing up, how was it? Do you feel like you were in a very loving home? Do you feel like you
not
guys
to,
went
not
through
to air out my parents'
struggles?
business. No, but I think just I think I had a pretty good childhood for the most part. I think everybody just goes through stuff, like especially as the oldest. I think like you're your parents' trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
So
As the firstborn?
yeah, I was. I think I had a pretty good childhood. I never needed anything, even if my parents were struggling. Like I never knew. They hid it pretty well. Loving for the most part. I think stuff started to get rough when I was a teenager, and I went through my rebellious phase.
Mm-hmm.
And then I grew up with my stepdad and my mom. I don't really address him as my stepdad because like he raised me since I was like 4.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like my dad. But then like my biological father, he started trying to come into my life. I think that's when stuff started getting like hectic, and like I became real rebellious. Like I was getting fed information from 2 different parents.
You were
And
getting fed information from your dad and you believed them?
yeah, and I would believe him, and I would like blame my mom. But yeah, not to get too deep, I think my childhood was pretty good. Like I never needed anything. I always had food. I didn't have like the best shoe game, the best clothes. Like we would get like ropa from la segunda from the thrift store.
We all did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all my
Good
parents.
man.
That's all my parents could afford at the time, and I think
Mhm.
now that my siblings are older. They got it better, but that's just like the economy's better. My parents got their papers, like their like stuff is just overall better. And I didn't have older siblings. Now I'm the oldest, so now like as I was growing up and getting my own money, I like buy my brother's shoes. But yeah, like my childhood was good. I didn't have luxurious things until I started getting my own money.
Yeah.
Even then, I don't drop no bag on anything. But yeah, it was pretty loving. I always had what I needed. I always had food on the table. I always had a roof over my head. I always had shoes, clothes.
That's good. What about you?
What was the question?
The question was your earliest memory, and then how was it growing up?
Probably my earliest would be, you know how they get you those little cars? Like for me, it was a pink Jeep, like the little.
Oh,
ones.
the little. Yeah,
I just
yeah.
remember
Battery powered ones.
Yeah, I just remember that I would always try to turn on the lagua. What is it called? La llave de afuera. And my grandma would be like, ya págale, y se vas a gastar mucho dinero. And I would use the hose as if I was putting gas. And yeah, just begging them to, like, well, obviously we didn't grow up with money or anything like that. But my grandpa had this really old, like, truck. And it had, like, that plastic thing, the one in the back, the one you put it. I don't know why they use it, but they kind of use it as a slide. And they bought, like, a little kiddie pool. And I just remember all of us, it was like, I want to say like 12 of us living in that house.
Dang.
And next to us was my cousin, my tia. And she had all these kids because we're all around the same age. And I just remember that there was like frogs on it. And we were all scared because it was like we were using it as a slide. It was just water running. And we were sliding. And then we saw, what was that?
Froggy?
Like las ranitas. And we got scared and we just left. But yeah, that's like probably my earliest.
Because
That's
you
a
grew up
good.
with your grandparents, right?
Yeah, I grew up with my when I was like 5 or 6, I moved with my grandma by myself. So it
Okay.
was just me and my grandma. But before then, it was like all of my grandparents. My both of my grandparents from my parents, so they both lived in that house. It was my mom's brother with his wife. It was my dad's sister and her husband. It was a lot of us inside that house. Like,
Sounds like it was hectic in there.
It was fun though, because I feel like I got a really cool childhood, and I feel like that's why I'm really close to a lot of my cousins too. So like you met all most of them from Texas.
Yeah, I met most of them. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Had fun over there. I love Texas.
Oh, we know.
And then from there, how was your childhood? You mentioned growing up with your grandma and your grandparents or your grandma?
My grandma.
Your grandma.
My grandparents, both of them are all like from both sides are separated. But I just remember my childhood was, I feel like now that I'm maturing and I'm finally like seeing it, and like now I can resolve my issues within that. I see as like it was really, really good. I feel like my parents and my grandma, they all tried to like make my childhood really, really good. Anthony and everybody says I'm growing up I was sheltered. Like I didn't know a lot of stuff. Like I remember I used to think that the way that you would get pregnant, and that happened until I was like, I want to say 10 or 11, was if they kissed you on your neck. I would be like, I don't know where I got that from, but I would just think that's what would happen. And yeah, and I think that I was sheltered and like babied because I'm my mom's only child, and you know my mom's the baby, so I was like I'm my grandma's favorite. Everybody knows
spoiled.
that. I am, because you know she raised me like her child. She always says that I am her last child. And from my dad's side, my dad's the oldest, and I was the first girl. And I'm the only girl. Everybody, not my sister's the other one, but I was spoiled at that time. I was, because me and my siblings are like 10 years apart.
Yeah.
And so being the only, basically la única nieta from both sides. Well, not my mom's, but my dad. But my mom was the baby.
Yeah.
So I was very spoiled, and
on both sides you were spoiled.
Yeah. But some veces I think
okay, period.
I need to get my way. No, but yeah, I think my childhood was really, really good. I just was always moving. Like when I hit, I want to say like third grade. After third grade, I moved a lot until high school. And then I stayed in the same school till freshman to senior.
That's good.
But yeah, I think it was pretty good.
So how do you think it affects, like, we both grew up with being the oldest but having siblings. How do you think that affects you? Being the only child and being spoiled by both your grandparents, both sides of your family.
I think it didn't help with. I feel like I was weird. I was really weird, really weird.
What do you mean?
But I don't know. But at the same time, like I used to always think I was so lonely. But like I just recently found my old Facebook when I was little, and I had hella friends, and I'm like, bro, where are these people at? Like I remember them obviously, but I don't know. I feel like I was always awkward, so I think that had to do with. You really didn't know nothing because, you know, you see your brothers and you're like, bro, be quiet. Or I don't know, like you get to grow up with them and you see their mistakes too. Like I was very quiet. I didn't talk to nobody. Like I didn't have a little brother to talk to.
Yeah.
It was nobody to play with.
Was it boring?
It was. I feel like it's like, I feel like they try to make it up with toys. I would say I had a lot of toys, more than the kids should. I remember my bedroom was like full of toys, and that was just my toy room. That was not my room. So, but they would try to make it up with that, but I just feel like I would just talk. It
wasn't enough, yeah.
What about your cousins being in your house? Did that make up for it? Or
they were neighbors. So and I grew up with boy cousins, so it wasn't the same because obviously they wanted to play with like Power Rangers and cars and all that stuff, and they wanted to fight. And my obviously you know how like when your brothers start fighting and they hit you by accident, you know, they get in trouble, so they'll try not to. It was kind of like that, I feel like. So it wasn't, I didn't have really nobody to talk to. I was talk to my dolls or so it was pretty boring and pretty sad because like especially when I moved out here because I didn't have nobody, no cousins to talk to. And like everybody always like, obviously I was a little weird, I was a little emo, but
yeah, you were in your emo stage when we met you.
She was hecka emo.
But I think it had to do with that. Like if mind you, I moved to Texas and over here to Chicago is very, very far, especially at the time. I don't remember what part of Chicago I lived in.
Different. I bet it was different.
It was very, very different, especially because I feel like everybody was so close to each other. Like all the houses here were like pegados.
In the city though.
Yeah. So you were living in the city?
In the city, yeah.
So you went from country life to city life.
Yes. So that was really, really weird because all the houses are a little like really separated in Texas. And there's a lot of land. And over here, I was like, oh, todo está bien pegado. And there's like,
I know. No way. I hate that. That. I'm a country boy at heart.
We know.
I hate city. I would never live in the city.
Yeah.
Unless I'm a millionaire and I have somebody to drive me. Because, or like taxi, or like I would have my bike. So it's
traffic that like bothers you?
Yeah, I hate driving. And I hate that there's no like backyard or there's no like privacy. Sure. If you try to throw a party in the city, bro, the cops would be in your house at like 8 o'clock. Like, your music.
Well, it depends where you live, honestly. It really depends.
That's true. But then, okay, so then you moved to Chicago. Did you right away meet us? Or how long was that time in between? It
was within that year. But at first, I just remember I was friends with the other kids that used to be in the church. Stacy and them. But that was because it was a given. Like their mom at the time used to date my uncle. So we were kind of like family. Okay. So not really because they weren't married. They were just dating.
So who came to this church first?
My uncle.
Your uncle?
Because if I'm correct, because Marta. Yeah? Marta brought my uncle. Because they were here way before she started dating my uncle. And then my uncle brought my dad. And my mom, I don't know if you guys remember, my mom didn't want to do anything to do with the church. She was like, no.
I don't remember that. I feel like I wasn't
That was a little, aware. That's a little blur to me.
Yeah.
Like, I just remember meeting
Because we were in the youth group and we didn't, nobody cared about the adults. Lit. We were in our own thing.
Yeah, it was awkward for me. I always felt out of place. And
I think it's because we grew up together and you came at like an awkward age.
Yeah,
like,
it was
we met, but we were younger because we met her when we were already like we met in we were in maybe like I want to say like 4th grade, cause
Yeah.
then
And
we
you guys
And
met
she
me
came in
like
when-
the
you were like
summer
12.
going into 7th grade. Because
Yeah, middle school.
We met at the beach.
Yeah. Really?
I met Jazz
No.
at the beach. Yeah. No,
Nah, she
that was
walked
Jay.
into the
That was
church.
That was Jay and Perla. Oh, sorry.
She walked into the church and she was like super emo. I remember
Yeah.
that.
And the thing is, I don't remember being emo. Like, I
Bro,
don't remember that. Like, I do remember it, obviously, but I feel like I didn't dress like that.
You didn't.
But then I
You
look back at
did.
pictures and I'm like, bro, what was going on with my
Black
hair? I had like the whole
eyeliner,
scene,
yeah, everything,
hair look,
bro.
hairdo, I mean. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gatos.
Oh my.
Dude, but I had that stage too, and I don't
With the
remember
beanies.
Oh boy.
with the beanies. I was a skater boy. I listened to heavy metal music,
Scary heavy metal music.
Scary.
and I would wear my shirts to church, bro.
Oh,
Before, I don't know if you
I
remember.
remember. Hey,
I was-
Nick Toro, Black Veil Bride.
Bro, I feel like we all had our emo stage.
Not
Not
I.
Cynthia. Cynthia's always
I
been this
said-
colorful.
And the only reason I tried to listen to rock music was because I felt left out of them too. Cause like I'm like, bro, I met Nick first. What are you doing? What do you? They were
Yeah.
bonding over like heavy metal music, and I'm
Over the
like,
music.
I was like, let me try. No, boy, I rebuked that in the name of Jesus. It was too scary for me.
Yeah, and then we eventually obviously fell out of it and
Thank
Yeah.
God.
got
'cause
got
And then we
baptized.
Yeah.
We baptized together. Did
We
we?
did?
We
Did
did
you?
baptize. Yeah.
Did you? I know I got
Did?
baptized with Cynthia.
yeah,
I don't remember you.
I
Nick, I'm
was
sorry.
12 or 13 when I got baptized.
I
Yeah,
think-
we were on that
yeah, oh,
age.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
I lost my certificate.
No,
I don't
mine's
know where
hung
it
up on
is.
my parents' wall.
I don't know
where
where
it
mine
is.
is. I didn't even know I got
Bro,
one.
my parents hung it up.
My parents have
Proud.
it probably.
I don't remember where it is. I don't
Yeah.
even know if I got one.
At Indiana Beach.
Indiana
Yep.
Beach. Yeah, it was good times.
Yeah.
But and then you met us, and then we started going to church, youth group. And
But I
then-
remember the reason why we all got close is because everybody left.
Oh yeah, we were so
all
big.
of our little
When
cliques
you-
or like whatever
Yeah.
that we were used to hanging out with those people. We kind of didn't
Yeah.
have a choice but to
Yeah,
hang out with
when
each other.
you, because when you started coming, like we were growing, bro. I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember.
Yeah, we were growing a lot.
It was like 20 of us. I don't remember exactly how many it was, but it was a lot of us. And then at the same time, there was a lot of drama.
There was.
Yeah. That's one thing I would say. I feel like every church, especially in the youth groups, there's a
Yeah.
lot of drama. But even in
We
the
saved
adults,
now. It was
never
only because
mind.
of
dating. Saved now.
It was
No,
only
it was
because
because of dating. People were
Yeah.
dating each other, and then it would get awkward and like.
they would break up, and it's like, oh, now they're leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason though, or else we would never been this close. Y'all, we like super close.
Yeah.
These are like my only friends. On the very
Aw.
on the
Oh,
lowest.
nah, don't do that to
on
Perla
the-
and Jay.
Oh yeah, Pearly and Jay. Hey, I'm gonna send this to y'all, so you better watch it. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Pearly and Jay. I love you guys with my whole heart.
Yeah, I
They're
love
my
you
friends, too.
Especially you,
Yeah.
Jay.
No, but yeah, I think but like that I see on a regular basis is them. I feel like we're like more like brothers and sisters. Like our families are really close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everything
Oh
happens
yeah,
for a
our
reason.
parents are best friends. So whether we were mad at each other growing up, it did not matter. We were mad at each other on Thanksgiving, Christmas. We had to see each
I
other.
remember
Yeah.
for like, how long was it that we didn't talk to each other,
We
bro?
didn't
Oh
talk
my
to,
god, it
like,
was
for a
Because
year.
years.
Nick used to
It
like
was
like a
to,
year or two.
You know, prefer other people.
No, it
Right.
wasn't that. It was
He would
my
pick other
relationship.
people. He would pick other people. Yeah,
It was my relationship at the
Nick
time.
Nick had ex-girlfriends that were really jealous and like they didn't like.
But now we love Leslie. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Nah,
we
shout out
love
Leslie.
But I think I think the only thing he did different this time was like, oh hey, like I have these two best friends. Like,
Yeah, I set the boundaries early.
yeah.
Yeah.
I learned from my mistake.
Mistakes.
Mistakes.
Plural.
Nah,
yeah.
but
We went like a year without talking to each other. Like nothing.
Like
we deleted
hated
each
me.
other.
I'm like the neutral friend.
Yeah, no.
They argue.
We argue a lot.
And I'm the one that
It's just
kind
because
of.
we our personalities are kind of the same. Like we both think we're always right. It's
I am always right.
Mm,
99% of the time, I'm right.
nay. Anyways, next question.
All right. If you guys could go back to being 18 again,
Oh yeah, Valeria.
what's one piece of advice you would tell you? yourself, if you could go back to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell you? I know what you gonna say. I want to know what you
Me?
gonna
I'm
say.
not bringing that up.
Just, I would say, like, be. I'm about to cry. Nah. No, like, just be firm. Be firm in my beliefs. Like, just like set my boundaries and like not be dumb and not cry. I think when I turned 18 is when I started. Girl, I used to be a tough soul and like couldn't nothing make me cry, and I'm the biggest crybaby there is. But yeah, like kind of just like be firm in my beliefs and my wants, and don't take leap years. Go straight into that bachelor's degree. Like, girl, you're dumb. Anyways, 18-year-old Cynthia, you're dumb because you could have got your bachelor's already. But yeah, I think that's it. Like,
You graduated college?
No.
No, you were
my
like
associates.
20.
Yeah, my
18,
18-year-old.
19, 20.
I
You
would
were
tell myself-
20.
Like she's telling herself.
I'm
don't
telling
take
Oh,
myself.
tell
leap
yourself.
years, yeah.
Okay,
Tell
okay,
myself,
gotcha,
like,
gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
keep going. So stop.
Mhm.
Like, but yeah, 18-year-old me, I was living life to the fullest for the most part. But yeah, just be firm in your beliefs and don't let what anybody says affect you. And girl, you were skinny. You was not big.
Now I'm looking at those pictures.
Go ahead, Jasmine.
What I would tell myself is take it slow.
Very slow. Oh my
And-
God, I wish I had my notes. We talked about that in the sermon today, bro. Or the pastor talked
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, and
One
like,
I got
time,
some
one more
Bible
time.
verses for you.
Take it.
And-
I got some Bible verses for you.
and literally that listen to the people around you like you know that love you because but I know but that well at least that was for me because I feel like the other people around me loves me.
Yeah.
But yeah, take advice and don't be
Stubborn.
stubborn.
A closed book.
Don't do something because somebody says something tell you not to do something and
be
don't
your
do
own
it out of
person.
anger.
Be your own person. Stand your own ground.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
think. And also, I would say go to college because I always felt like dumb, especially like I was never good in school. But come on, you graduated high school. It may not have been the traditional way, but you still did and go to college. Do something. But I love my job at the same time.
Yeah, girl.
So,
That's a whole profession. You have to
That
go to
is-
school for
Mhm.
that.
well, yeah.
Don't under
Then
don't under talk yourself.
there you go.
I don't know how to say.
That's
that,
what I was
but
gonna
yeah.
say.
And you? What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
My 18-year self.
Nah. I know what I would.
Nah.
tell
She's
your
not the one.
18-year-old self.
When I was 18, I was young and dumb. Bro, we're only 22, bro. We're talking to.
Baby, I'm 23.
Bro, you know that was 5
Dang.
years ago though.
Dang, wait.
I know. I was just saying. I was like, dang, I still feel like
I
I'm
am
18.
about to be 23.
And
You're right.
then Steve was like, well, you're not. I was like, oh, okay. He told me
Yeah.
and Cynthia, we're getting old.
Dang,
No, but
bro.
what would you
We're
say?
almost. Well, I'm about to be 23. I would tell my 18-year-old self I was straight out of high school. I was actually, straight out of high school. I was already in college when I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did really good when it comes to like following my dreams. Like I already knew what I was gonna do, like going to construction field, all that stuff. I already knew.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of relationships, same thing, bro. Just listen to the people around you, their advice. I feel like, oh my God, if I wouldn't, I'm about to say this. I'm
No,
really about to say
seriously.
this.
Say it. No.
If I wasn't in that relationship, bro, I'd be somewhere else right now.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know if you remember, I was going hard at the gym.
Yeah, you were.
I was on YouTube.
Mommy skis. You were getting
I was
mommy
my whiskeys, bro. I was looking so good.
Oh, and he was
I was about to-
so
skis.
cocky.
Yeah,
To this day, though.
no, not as
Yeah.
much.
What did you just say? Let me put my microphone down so they can see my cute face.
Hey, run the clip back.
I don't think I was recording. No, but yeah, dude, I made the mistake of like getting comfortable because of a relationship, and then I gained weight, and then I stopped doing YouTube, and then I was on my way towards becoming a bodybuilder. When I was in high school, I really wanted to become a bodybuilder, and I was doing great. I was
bro.
I was
put
doing
that
so
work in.
good. And then I had already signed up for a competition when I like straight out of high school, I had already signed up.
You didn't tell us that.
I know, cause I was embarrassed.
Nah.
So I signed up, right? And then that's when was the competition? Like October.
Mm-hmm.
So that summer, we started dating in December, January, something like that. By the time it was May, I signed up in April or May because I was out of high school and I was still doing good. And then that summer, I gained so much weight. And then by the time it was competition time, I was like, no way I'm competing, bro. I was so big. So I didn't even go to the competition. I had stopped going to the gym.
You weren't doing nothing.
I wasn't doing nothing, bro. I'm
You
so
were literally
ashamed.
at home a lot, huh?
Yeah, just
Contento.
working, and you know whatever in the
And
relationship
she was a stumbling stone
for me.
in his walk of faith.
Yeah,
But
and my walk of
honestly, I
faith, too.
feel like sometimes you have to go through that, like the mistake I did around that age. Like I think about it,
Yeah, I should
and
You wanna talk about it?
honestly,
Let me smack both of you. Das. No, I
I-
feel like so she can go more in depth. She should do it when you do her by herself.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
Like
True,
I
true,
just
true.
feel like it really helped me grow, and honestly, like going back, I'm like, honestly, if I didn't have that situation at that time, I would have never became a groomer.
Mm-hmm.
Like really think about it. My parents never wanted dogs. I never
Mhm.
had a dog or a
Yeah.
cat until I moved out and I got my own place and I got Goliath.
Yeah,
And you know, I feel like it made me appreciate God more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I was alone for like, well, obviously I wasn't alone. God's always with you, but I wasn't praying. I wasn't going to church. I left church for like a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
during that time, I was in church, but I wasn't really in church.
Yeah. It was just me.
It
Well,
was
you have to go
like
through those stuff.
God's
Yeah.
faithful servant.
But no, but for a minute, okay. The reason, okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about how the church loves to bring up the fact that, oh my God, your wife is gonna come through those doors,
Which
Yeah,
is not
it's-
always
which is
true.
not. It doesn't not because girl walks through those doors means that she's your wife.
Hey, because
okay?
Nick took that and ran with
'Cause
it. He ran
They
with
said
it.
your wife is walking through those doors. She walked through them doors, and I said, "Say less."
Nah,
this
they
me.
all walked through the doors.
And then I made the mistake of thinking, yeah, that's my wife, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for a minute we were like good in faith. She also joined the worship team with us,
Yeah.
like, but then eventually, it fell off.
Stuff happens.
You learn your lesson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I learned my lesson, boy.
Mm-mm-mm. It's crazy that Jazz is the only one because we all said we were moving out at 18,
Yeah,
and she's the only one who actually moved out.
I was ready to move out,
Not
and
me.
then I got faced with
still
reality.
have not went back.
She's
I've
still
been
not.
wanting to because I'm like, bro, like I hate paying bills, but no, I can't do it. I love my parents so much, but
Yeah.
living with them is not. It's not good. They're just. My mom has a little bit of anger issues sometimes.
Maybe like that. Our parents have their issues.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just can't. But they're, it's fun though. I love going to their house. When I go to their house, I don't be leaving until like 1, 2 in the morning sometimes.
It's like,
Just
That's
giggling
good.
with them, have movie nights. I love it. But living there, no. Because I feel like living there is different.
Yeah, because then you
Yeah.
have to either pay
Either way,
rent or.
But that's the thing. Like they told me, like you don't have to pay rent. My mom's never been the type where like, oh, you have to be home around this time, or I've never had that. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like it's just that. Like I just don't. I got used to it.
yeah.
I think you get used to it.
You like your freedom.
Freedom.
and
Yeah,
all
you
that.
got more freedom. Even though, let's talk about me. I think I have great freedom here. I love living here.
Freedom
I don't know
is
when
an
I'm moving out.
understatement. Freedom is an understatement. What's
I love my parents, bro. I have the best parents ever. I
Really does.
have no curfew. No, but I do pay bills.
yeah.
You do?
Like, yeah, I do.
I don't know.
I'm
I
a
pay
stay-at-home
I
daughter.
help with the bill. I help with some bills. I pay 2 bills.
Okay,
I
period.
try to do chores
Okay,
whenever
grown
I'm
man.
home.
Nah,
man
y'all be
energy.
using Tony.
Grown man energy.
Yeah.
Y'all
Tony.
be telling Tony clean those dishes.
Nah, but
Ooh.
Tony don't be here no more either. He just got his
He
license,
weren't.
so he's
Period.
out.
On that, he put you
Yeah.
on the spot. He said, "You wash them dishes, boy."
Yeah,
Aw,
he hit me with
Tony.
the "I'm grown now."
It's so
but yeah.
weird because I feel like it was weird. Like I feel like one day I just realized that they were grown. And I was like, when did this happen? I'm looking at Caesar, I'm looking at him up in the sky. And I'm
Mhm.
looking at Tony and Gogo, and I'm just like, bro, they're so
You
big
should put my
now.
brother on here.
They're you should have
Juanito?
all of
No,
them.
Juanito too.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
Juanito on here.
Juanito, he.
I feel
but
like-
When does he come back?
Caesar too. At
He's
the end of
coming-
August.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back on the 29th, I think. August 29th.
Oh yes.
He's gonna tell you about his
I'm excited for
marine
that
trauma.
episode.
marine
Not
trauma.
the marine
Oh, I'm
trauma.
so excited for that episode. I'm sure he's gonna want to talk about it.
Oh, he got stories to tell.
Hell yeah.
You can't shut him
I'm
up.
excited.
You're
You're not
don't
gonna be
do
able to-
him.
Not
And
for
it
real.
was fun. Like I'm pretty sure he had so much fun.
He's done or he about to finish?
No, he's done.
He's
No,
done now?
Well, when we go get him, he's done.
No, yeah.
But right now, no, he's still putting in.
He's
that
still
work.
putting in work?
He's still putting in
Okay.
that work.
That's good.
He's still defending the country. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
That's right. That's good. All right. Speaking of that, he's been living in San
California.
Diego, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Diego. If you guys could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Das.
I would live in Mexico.
Mexico, really?
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Really?
I always said that. I feel like when
But what
like,
part of Mexico, though?
I would say, well, because the part that I used to be at all the time when my dad didn't have papers, when he was fixing papers, I guess you can't call it, like, it is Mexico. Obviously, you have to cross the border and stuff, but it's right at the border, so it's a lot of, like, tourists there and stuff like that.
Tijuana?
No, it's Tamaulipas.
Oh, that's the border between Texas and Mexico, right?
Oh, so it kind of be like Mexico vibes, but like United States vibes.
But low-key, I heard, I just met some guys at work, and they're saying that they came over here because it's really dangerous over there. They're from Michoacan, and they were saying like they left because it's so bad. Either you join them or you're against them.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know, like, the reason why my mom doesn't go over there is because when I was probably, I want to say I was 9. I was in 3rd grade. And it was at the time when a certain cartel was very popular.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember that me and my friend Sofia, we used to live in this vecindad. And me and my dad, my mom used to live up there up the stairs on the 2nd floor. And everybody else lived on the 1st floor.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember my friend Jorge, he's like coming in, he's like, what did he say? He's like, hay balazos. And I remember me and Sofia was like, because we thought he was joking. And the boss se nos había ido como, it's kind of like a little hallway to get out, because there's
Like an alley kind of.
it was kind of, I don't know how to explain it, because there was like at the end of the tunnel, or like going in, it's the entrance, and you can close that door. And
Mhm.
then when you get inside the vecindad,
Like
you
a
can also
driveway?
close that door. It's
It's a
just a
gate.
hallway. It's just a hallway.
Oh, okay.
And I just remember the ball went that way, and we were about to go get it, and he comes in, he's like, váyanse para arriba. And we're like, oh, hay una balacera. And we're like, oh yeah, haha, like, no,
You
that's
didn't believe
chistoso,
him.
right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hijos de su pinche madre, que se vayan para arriba, bro. And me and her were like, what? And then Jorge was like, de verdad, está una balacera. And we don't believe, mind you, like, how are we gonna believe him? We're like 8, 9 years old at the time. And I just see my mom come down. She's like, vénganse para arriba, hay una balacera, vénganse para arriba. And I just remember, like, toda la vecindad went upstairs, and we were all on the floor, all of us. And I just remember that
That was in Mexico
Yeah,
or
in Mexico.
In Mexico.
Texas?
so my mom was a little traumatized. I
Mhm.
just remember, like, I had gotten up after everything was supposedly like down, and on the corner nomás miras un soldado ahí just. So
Oh, you saw him.
but the thing is, like, you know how they say like that you can make yourself think stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder if I really did see that, or if I made that up in my head. But I remember it so distinctly.
Mhm.
But I also don't know, because I remember that at the time, the people that used to live downstairs, ellas tenían una tortillería. So that's what they did. They daban y repartir todas las tortillas with all the different vendors.
Mhm.
And a ella se le cayó, well, she believes, we're not talking about religion,
Yeah.
but she believes, like, so there's her necklace that she had a certain saint, and it fell. And that's when she went down y la bala le pegó. But because se le había caído, she went and grabbed it, and
Oh my.
you know, and she said que ella miró un soldado que estaba muerto. And when she came back, I remember she was shaking. So I don't know if because she said that in my head, but
You
I
picture.
yeah, you
yeah, but
picture
I
it.
remember it, so I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
because now that I'm grown up and I took psychology,
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, you can make up anything in your head.
Mhm.
But
That's
yes, I
crazy.
do know it's true about that because my mom to this day, she does not like to go to Mexico.
And that's where you want to live.
I want to live like I feel like in my head I have Mexico as a certain thing, but
Mhm.
I think because I don't go over there anymore like that.
You don't know how it is
Yeah.
recently, how it is.
It's like people can tell me, but
It
from my
depends where you live.
experience-
Yeah,
If
it
you live
depends where
like
you
in,
go.
if you were to move like a tourist place or something like that, it would probably be safer than if you would go
yeah.
like somewhere deep in Mexico. I don't
Yeah.
know.
They say like because I have a coworker that she was born. I don't know if she was born here. Es una güerita.
Mhm.
But she had her whole childhood over there. But she lived in Cancun, and she said it was like
I have a
not
cousin
that
who
bad.
lives in
No, I'm sure because Cancun is like a
Tourist.
tourist
Tourist,
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it wasn't that bad. So I think
My cousin dating a güerita. What if they were dating?
they
In
for
Cancun.
real.
Yeah, I have a cousin who lives.
And
in
she knows
Cancun.
perfect Spanish.
Who lives-
Sometimes they'd be catching me like.
Where would you live?
Me.
You wanna live where your grandma lives?
You would not
No.
leave your parents' side.
I would not leave Mexico, and honestly, you're right. I think I would just stay in Chicago. But hypothetically speaking, if I were to live anywhere, I would say probably California.
California.
Like California,
Horrible.
it's just
Yeah.
it's like hella expensive. I've heard. My brother tells me it's hella expensive, but like just based off of like tourism and stuff like
Yeah.
that, like I feel like it would be like pretty cool to live in California. But
It's
hypothetically
nice. It's
speaking,
pretty. It's
I would-
beautiful. California is
It's
beautiful.
nice for
but-
vacation.
For
I
real.
would not live there.
Definitely
But
not Texas
so
because they got big old
expensive.
snakes.
just
She's
because of that,
terrified of
Yes.
snakes. Like she
That
can't even see
literally,
a picture.
Texas
of it.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
If there was no snakes in Texas, I'd probably
there
move
was
to
snakes in
Texas.
Missouri where we went.
Yeah, but
But there's
like,
snakes everywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But they're more common in Texas.
So you'll probably be more comfortable living like in New York. That
Girl,
way. It's cool.
No, but
New
I
York is
heard
beautiful.
New York
I've been
stank.
to New York.
No, yeah, we went in the
We went.
winter and
It didn't stink,
it
and there wasn't
no,
trash.
it smelled so bad to me. And I told you that I was like, bro, it smells like sewer outside. And I kept saying
Mhm.
that, and that's why I literally said I was
Girl,
like, we're
the
not gonna
park
go
by your
anywhere.
house smells worse.
That is because that afuera está the sewer. That's literally
Girl.
sewer water.
I feel like people
Mm.
like New York is so pretty. It was so pretty, and they didn't even have trash. People make it seem like you're walking
No,
through a
but
dumpster.
that's
You're
because
not.
but
They
the
don't
guy
have a
explained
garbage,
it to us though.
Hmm?
They don't have a garbage service, right?
They
Is
have
that
a
what it
garbage
is?
service.
And
it
we
runs
went to
every
New York,
morning.
and we were on a hunt for rats.
Yeah, we were on a hunt for rats.
Perla was on a hunt to take a picture of a New York rat.
They're big, huh?
And we
We didn't see
went
them.
to
We
the
didn't find
train
any.
station, but supposedly because New York did this thing where like they're putting out traps and like they're making it a big thing right now so they can get rid of the rats. And they're doing a good job
Yeah,
because
'cause
we didn't see none.
Not one, not even a
And
dead one.
Have
we
you
went
seen
to
the
the
ones in
subway.
Chicago?
No.
You haven't seen the
No.
rats in Chicago,
My
have
mom
Stop,
has told
'cause I
me
would
though
not go
that they're
downtown.
huge.
Boy.
My mom said que parecen así
Yeah.
como
Have you
un
ever
gato
gone?
chiquito.
Have you ever gone downtown at night?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we went to like Sueños and stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no.
pero Sueños, there's a lot of people. There was
They
a lot
won't
of
come
people
out.
at the
Scared.
time. They don't. Yeah,
No.
they
I
big.
know, and every time I go to downtown,
I
'cause
never
we're
see
by
'em.
Millennium and they're
Yeah.
always packed.
Millennium.
You never look through the alleys?
No, why would I go into an alley?
Oh,
That's the
no,
number
no,
one
look,
rule.
Look,
Oh,
look.
No.
into
like that's the
the
number one where
alleys.
you don't
seen
go
'em?
into no alley.
Yeah, boy, they
They're
huge.
huge.
They're big.
Never seen
No, I
them.
haven't seen them.
I feel like every city's got them.
Yeah.
There's just no way that.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel like one thing is that Chicago is way more cleaner than
Mhm.
New York.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I guess.
hypothetically
True.
speaking, Cali. And you?
But, yeah.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I know
I
it
thought
was.
you
It
said
used to be. It was.
Texas.
Are you
It
from
did used to
Tennessee?
be. It did used to be
yeah.
Texas.
Only 10 I
It
see.
used to be Texas, and it's still a consideration, but 100%
Mhm.
now it's been
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Well, yeah,
'cause
'cause
I've
you
been
just
to
had that
Tennessee
trip
more.
with Leslie, right?
Yeah, and we
it
went out
looked
there. I
fun.
loved it. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
And Leslie
'Cause
would
you
like
get-
to live there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did. Yeah, we've talked about it. Cause you get city
have
life
family
if
there
you want
too.
city life,
Oh,
or you
yeah,
get
he
country
does.
life, and you want if you want country life. So
You
you
have
get a little bit of
family.
both. And I have family out there too.
Alo, shout out Alo. Hey, girl.
Alona.
Nah.
Oh yeah. So Tennessee, Texas, it'd be hard because I have no one out there.
Mhm.
But I would probably move to like Dallas or I've never gone to Houston, so I don't know.
San Antonio is
San
beautiful.
Antonio was beautiful. That's more like city life.
My tia lives out there.
Yeah, San Antonio's nice. But I'd probably go to Dallas.
Dallas.
Or maybe Houston. I don't know.
H-Town.
I don't know. But Nashville for sure.
Nashville.
Yeah. And then if we were to go,
Hypothetically speaking.
yeah, hypothetically speaking.
'Cause
Well, not
we're
really, because
staying
I'm really
here.
considering it,
No,
actually.
We promised
Within
each
the
other
next
we
2
were
years,
gonna,
actually.
Our kids have to be
So
besties.
you're gonna get married in the next 2 years.
No, I said I would move
Honestly,
out there within the
yourself?
next 2
We're
years.
gonna be 25
So
in
you're
the
gonna be
next
doing
2 years.
long distance with Leslie.
There would be consideration of her going out there with me. But
Nick, you know dang well you're not
Sorry,
doing it.
I'm getting anxious. There. My bad. Did I break it?
no.
Wait, I can't hear myself. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not touching anymore.
Technical
No
difficulties.
regañan. No.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Depending on how our careers go. It's all based off career.
Yeah.
But if it were to be out of the country, I'd probably move to like I've considered Spain.
Oh,
I've
Europe.
also considered Europe.
Europe is, I heard, is beautiful.
Yeah,
Out of the country, same. I think so. Like a European
European.
country.
I've
Well,
heard
the
Europe.
goal should be to move out of the state.
No, because low key, this country kind of sucks.
Hey,
dude.
Canada?
Like I love being here. I love my rights. I love my freedom. Tell me what you want, right?
Mhm.
Politics wise, this country sucks. Did you hear that recently we were the only ones, the United States were the only ones that voted that food is not a legal right? Like it's
What?
not, what is it called?
Why would
Like a
somebody-
necessity.
A
like
necessity, a human
Oh my
necessity.
God, how
Something
dumb.
like that.
No, y'all.
I
don't
can't
watch the
think of the
news.
exact word that I'm looking
That's
for.
crazy.
But we were the ones that voted that, like, no, it's not a necessity. What?
God.
What are you talking about?
Me hungry right now?
Oh, yeah, you are hungry. You should have ate up a muscle.
No, bro. It's too much fun.
That is true.
That's fire.
Bro, today
It looks
she didn't want to
good.
eat a donut. And then
Bro,
Victor
Victor
comes.
Bogan.
He
Hey.
brought donuts for real?
Yeah, he brought
I've been...
donuts.
No, well,
The-
the
Were you
deal
there?
was
Oh, you were there last week. No,
that-
you played
Last-
last week. Yeah, he
last
brought
week,
donuts
yeah.
for real.
Yeah, if you messed up, you gotta bring donuts.
Dang.
Yeah.
You know how long it had been since I had said that we should bring donuts on Sunday morning
Uh,
practice?
It's
Since
God.
we
it's
started...
God drawing you in.
Nah, it's
no,
not
but-
gonna take donuts to bring me back in.
Anyways, whatever. No, I was not gonna eat a donut. He comes and he opens the box in front of me. He's like, agarra dona. Porque ya se están acabando. And bro, my mind was set and I was not eating a donut. And he opens it and I was like, oh, give me that donut.
And I told her, I was like, okay, well, at least you can eat half. Like,
yeah,
you won't
I
feel
only
bad.
ate half.
And she was like, okay.
I ate that
So
half.
she
Half
wouldn't
and
feel
half.
bad
I ate that
after.
half.
Nah, I would have ate the whole
No,
thing.
I gave Levy the other half.
Dang. Next question. If you won $10 million tomorrow, what would you spend it on?
I think normal like everybody says like buying a house, but I wouldn't buy like a big old. You know how people be like, I'm gonna go buy myself a big old mansion
Yeah.
Mhm.
because people don't think about like taxes,
Taxes.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that. I would give me a little house and then just pay off a car, and then I would probably I would actually give it to the church.
I was
Really?
thinking that. I
Really,
swear.
like-
I was like, that's so cliche to say. Should I say that? Like,
Yeah, like I would love, like I literally always say this, if God ever lets me be rich, I would honestly like give them like vans and like a little car to go
Yeah.
pick up the older people or the kids that can't
Mhm.
drive. Like I would love a whole new
Like a
sound
bus?
system.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the one
Yeah.
we used to have, but it was really
no,
old.
Yeah.
That van.
I think that
Went
would be.
through it.
Yeah. Remember we got stuck?
Mm-hmm.
And
We didn't go to the
Indianapolis?
retreat because of the van.
Yeah. We got-
I was
No,
so
we ended up
sad that
going.
day.
We
No,
did
we
go.
didn't.
That was the
There
trip.
was a trip before that when we were younger that we didn't go. We all
They
paid.
never canceled it.
Huh?
They never canceled it.
You guys don't remember?
We got
No,
stuck at the
probably
church.
not.
Remember, we got stuck and we parked at a church, another church's parking lot. And it was
Yeah.
I don't know, you're you're
No, I'm
splitting up
not.
your memory.
No, I'm
Yes.
not. I know 100,000,000%. We didn't go to that trip.
100%.
It was, dude. You know how I know? Because Johnny and them were still here. Not Johnny, that Johnny, the other Jonathan.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember
When we
that.
were huge,
I don't remember
We
that.
were very little.
I don't remember
so
that.
I
We were
don't
young.
remember that.
I was mad because I was so excited. I skipped school on
Hey.
Friday. We didn't go to school
Oh,
on Friday.
I think I kind of remember.
And then it was supposed to be that whole weekend. We started driving,
Mm-hmm.
and then Pastor was like, "Oh no, I think something's wrong with the van." We drove back, and they were like,
Something
"Oh no,
always
we'll
wrong
figure
with that
out. We'll
van."
figure out how to get there."
Oh, we didn't.
Never figured it out.
Yeah.
Well,
Never
you see,
went.
maybe something was gonna happen on the way there.
Yeah.
I
God
guess,
was
yeah.
probably like, "You're not going." So.
Yeah.
No, but there was something always wrong with that van.
Yeah.
Do we still have it?
That van took us all the way to Tennessee though. For the
Taking
men's
us
trip.
everywhere.
That was fun. That was so fun.
You guys actually had a really fun trip. I feel like the women don't ever want to make a fun trip.
Because they don't want to.
Y'all went on horseback riding. Y'all went on
Yeah.
that little.
After
thing
that
on
trip,
Grocery-
all the mamas didn't want to let the man go no more.
especially mine.
Okay,
My
so you
mom-
would buy Vans and what else?
Oh yeah.
I obviously a new system, and I would like to have like the ones that are not like this
Yeah.
ones, because I've been wanting to like use my hands, but I gotta be holding my microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And I would probably get new benches or something.
Oh,
like,
no
Yeah.
benches.
because they
for
look
sure.
so old. I feel like it
Remodel the
ruins-
church?
Yes, completely. I think it would be so cool to add like room,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mhm.
but that would take a lot of money. So I was like,
Mhm.
I would use that.
Extend the church.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because I was thinking, I was like praying.
We're taking donations for Renovación Cristiana
Uh-huh.
right here.
Link below.
I was thinking, I was like, where would we put the Vans? And I was like, oh, yeah, we could put it in the front. But then I was like,
We
You know
have
where the
all
shed
that
is?
grass over there that I
yeah.
cut that they don't do anything with it.
you know where like that shed is? I would think it would be
Knock
really
that
cool
shed
to
down,
put like
Mhm.
a driveway
At a
and we
second
could
building.
just park them right
Or
there.
add a second building from there all the way to like, because there's a lot of property there. Not a lot, but it's enough to add a second building.
Yeah.
And you? What would
Mhm.
you do? $10 million.
I think I would pay my parents' debt off, like all their debt, like their cars,
Mm-hmm.
our house. Oh no, we don't pay mortgage on our house. Our house is paid for. Just I think I would pay all my parents' debt off. So like their car. Then my dad wants to upgrade his troca to like a full cabana or however you say it. I think I would do that for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll buy my little brother a car. Both of them have their cars already. And then whatever is left over, probably go to a church. And buy a house, a little cute little house.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a lot of money?
$10 million, bro. It could go a long way.
Okay, so
You probably barely even went through the first million with all that.
So pay my parents that off.
Not even.
Give
Probably
my
like
mom a
half a
new-
mil
okay,
right there.
I'm getting a new car. I would get myself a new car. I deserve it.
Yeah, because
That Grand Cherokee
it's
needs
I want
some.
hot
a Jeep.
and
I want
she
a
don't
Jeep.
have AC.
Wrangler.
You got a Wrangler?
I want a Wrangler. And
I love your truck though. It's
I love my
so
truck.
Cute.
It
I
gets
think
me
her
where I-
truck is so cute.
it gets me where I need to go. But I want a new truck. I mean a new car. Yeah. So like give the money to church. Give the money to the church. What else? Yeah, buy another house. Probably buy an apartment complex
to invest.
to invest.
There you go. Now we're
And
talking.
probably get an apartment complex, fix it up, and rent
Have
it
me
out.
fix it up.
Rent it out. My daddy. Ah,
True, you're right.
you can
you're
help
right.
though. You can help.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got
you
you.
can help.
No,
you
porque
can
te
help.
cobran.
Pero for free.
Ya
Nah.
lo hacemos.
Pero for free. I know. Yeah, I think that's my ideas right now. What I'm thinking about.
What would you do with 10 million?
Yeah, to Millie.
10 milli. 10 milli goes a long way. With my first million, with the first million, I pay all my parents' debt off, which they don't even have.
Twinsies.
They don't even have a lot. The house is paid off.
Twinsies.
The car. The cars, they don't have no debt on no cars.
I feel bad.
So I just help them pay with the taxes for the house, pay the bills for a whole year. I don't know, however a million lasts. And then my brothers all have their own cars, so they don't need a car. They like their cars. I get my dad a new truck. My dad wants a new truck too. So I'll get my dad a new truck. I get myself a truck because I only have a car right now, and I definitely could use a truck. I get myself a truck. And then buy my mama a house, her dream house.
Oh, period.
Magali deserves the world.
Yeah. My mama, her dream house. My dad, he would just wants a truck. I would buy the family, like with like I don't know how much it would cost. I'd buy the family a ranch.
Un rancho.
Yeah, we want a
That's
rancho.
beautiful.
We low key want a rancho, and we'd get horses because my dad wants horses, and I like horses too. We'd get horses. Yeah, we would. I would buy it somewhere deep where nobody could find us. I'd buy it like deep in the mountains.
Can we come over though?
Yeah, you could come
No.
over. But like not like anybody could find us, you know. So like if there's a zombie apocalypse,
Bro, him was a zombie apocalypse.
Hey, I turn into a zombie. I already know where you are.
hey, but you gonna be brain dead though. Hopefully you won't remember. I don't know. But yeah,
He said, hopefully.
buy a ranch, and then with the rest over money, I'd start a couple more businesses. I'd probably start. I'd buy definitely an apartment complex, couple houses, flip them, sell them. Yeah, that's probably what I would do, and then the rest of it, I'd finish paying off what I have to pay at City Church. I had to pay some money over there, and then
side eye.
bombastic.
Yeah, let me tell.
No, I'm just playing. And then yeah, donate to Renovación Cristiana too to finish it off.
Let me sip my tea.
Between the three of us, if we all had 10 million, man, we could build a big old church. We'd knock that one down and build a new one.
Yeah, from scratch.
Or we can just go buy one in a big old property.
Or that.
Bro, like with the quinceañera we went to, that church, it was like different churches, like different like casitas.
I thought it was just
No.
a salon.
No.
It was a church too.
Yeah, it was like you came like you went in through like gates. They
Oh,
had, like,
yeah.
different like they probably what I imagine is like they use it for like jóvenes little house, like kids little. It was like different little like.
That's cool.
That is cool.
But yeah, it was a church. It was like a Catholic church.
Oh, that's probably one.
Well, that's a good one.
Catholic churches have big buildings.
A lot of money.
Yeah, we'd probably just buy a new one because
Yeah.
this one kind of old.
But I love it. We could just use this one as renting it, and then they can get money for the other church.
Oh, true.
Like we used to. No, but remember when we found, for that they stopped renting it to people? Because what your dad found?
Oh, but that wasn't because of that.
I thought that's where they stopped it.
No.
I don't know that story. You're gonna have to tell me that off the books.
We could talk about it.
Nah, you're such a drama queen.
No, it was nothing.
Let's make it spicy for the
happened?
listener.
His
Ah.
dad found like kind of
My-
like brujeria.
Yeah, my dad
I
found.
remember that. Okay,
But
I
it
know
wasn't
about
because of that. It was because somebody else was trying to buy the church as we were trying to buy the church.
Oh, I thought they just get like kind of.
No, we bought the church.
Yeah, but for like way less.
Yeah,
than
we bought
what
it for
was,
cheap.
Like, worth.
Somebody made an offer, some other different kind of church, like a different religion.
Santo.
And then
And God said, "Es pa mis hijos."
Yeah. And at the same time because I don't know if it was on the market or not. I don't know how that whole deal went. But it was in the process between the pastor trying to buy the church. And then there was people walking the building. And then it was at the same time we were fixing the building too. At the same time. And my dad went up on the roof and he found like this. He found like this doll with a penny in the head and a picture, and it was all amarrado. So it was an amarre.
What was the picture?
It was a picture of, I don't know what it was. I never seen it. I never actually seen it. I think Pastor prayed over it and threw it away or something.
Ask your dad.
Yeah.
What was the picture?
And then he found an amarre on the roof. Dude, my dad said that when he seen it, he knew right away, and he was like, "In the name of Jesus," and he grabbed it. Yeah, bro.
No, but he didn't grab it with his bare hands. I remember they were like,
he said he grabbed it with.
This. And then he's like, agarré no sé qué, luego la agarré.
Yeah.
Oh, well, like
Yeah.
You're
He
not
grabbed
supposed to
like
touch
a
it.
garra or something.
Yeah.
Scary vibes.
The
That's
things that people would
crazy.
do, bro.
But dang, imagine with somebody in the church.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nah,
You never know. You're
never
right.
know. They say. Bro, I've been so much because I'm allowed
rebuke
to,
all the bad energy.
Exactly.
No bad vibes.
But yeah,
But,
that was that. I think that was really, really scary because honestly, I will not go in the church by myself at night or in the dark.
Wow, you won't go to a church, the
No.
house of the Lord.
No. Like, I know God is always with me, but at the same time, people bring a lot of baggage. They bring a lot of spirits. They bring a lot of demons with them.
Yeah, but then the
and
Holy
then they
Spirit.
release them there.
The Holy Spirit comes and yes.
And no, I remember one time I had told Cynthia, I was up. I used to go help Tere. I used to wake up and I used to come help Tere and prep and everything. And I
At what
remember
time?
one time, it was early. It was like, I want to say, it was before you guys used to have practices early. I just remember that I used to be there hella early. It was just me and her.
5 a.m.
No, like,
Or
7. Like 7. Pretty
Okay.
early, but not that early. And I just remember that I went upstairs because she said to go bring something. And the ones that go like, ding.
Oh yeah.
They moved. Mind you, I'm by myself up there. There's no AC going. There's nothing.
You
There's
couldn't
no
even
windows.
say, "Oh, it was just the
Yes,
air."
I couldn't. And I go downstairs and my heart's like, and I tell Tere, and bro, and then Tere's gonna be like, oh, es normal, que en veces escucho hasta que me hablan. And I'm like, Tere, you know how Tere's so calm about it.
Yeah.
And she's like, mientras tengo Dios, yo estoy bien. And I'm just like, Tere, I can't do this.
Dang, so is the church haunted? No,
Well,
the church can't be
your
haunted
dad,
though.
well, mind you, a lot of spirits get out there, which is true, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean they can harm us because at the end of the day, we have God in our
Mhm.
lives and stuff. But yes, your dad has even said, like, there's stuff in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hasn't told me. I'm gonna have my dad on here so he can tell me.
Hey, shout out Armando.
He'd be like, ah, pues. I'd be like, hi, friend. Hi, friend. He's so adorable.
What do you guys think the world will look like in 5 years?
Damn, we about to
I
Let me
think
just
it will be
let me
foggy.
just mention the fact that it just with from 2020 to now, the world is so different. So in 5 years,
Especially climate.
so in 5 years, what do you guys think it's gonna look like?
I think it's going to be worse than what it is now. I feel like throughout the years, people, like, everything evil comes out more and more every year. There's more maldad. There's more people that are so comfortable with doing, you know how, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, now, like, no le puedes pitar a alguien because you can already get shot.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And, like, people don't care to make a scene anywhere anymore. So I feel like our world's gonna be bad. And, like, okay, this is me. I don't know if it's like, but I don't litter. So I hate, and I've noticed, I don't know if you guys ever been driving and people just throw their trash
Yeah.
like nothing. So I feel like it's gonna get worse because I don't feel like there's gonna be enough people to clean it. And it's just gonna be
Well,
dirty.
people don't want to work.
Yeah, people don't wanna
Yeah, my job's been hiring for so long.
But like that's another thing. Like everybody says they're hiring, and then like the managers are lazy to give people to them work.
Mhm.
They don't want to
That's
interview. They don't want to
true.
do the process. So everywhere's hiring, but like, are y'all doing your job to actually hire these people? But yeah, people don't want to work. They get free money, and they're like, whoop whoop.
But how do you know how they're making money? Like, but there's
Unemployment.
yeah. Well, I don't, because you have to pay that money back, don't you? I don't know.
No,
I never had
unemployment?
employment. Oh well.
You,
I thought you would pay back in taxes.
I'm pretty sure it gets taken out of your social security or something like that.
But that's,
I really don't know how that works.
I don't know. I never filed for unemployment
Me neither.
when
Me
COVID
either.
hit.
Whenever I haven't had a job, which
You
is
should,
not
though.
long.
You need to. You need to take advantage of all those because they.
Oh, I was
trying.
I thought I was looking at you like, what you
No,
mean?
no, we're good. No, I'm just saying, like, when you get laid off, you need to, because they take all that money out when you're working, your hard work earned money. You need to. I never did it, but
Me either.
I thought about it when I got.
I should have.
for
During COVID,
COVID.
I did lose my job.
During COVID,
Oh,
my mom
yeah.
wasn't letting me work.
Bro, my mom ended up getting sick, so she
my
had
bad.
filed for unemployment for that little bit of time. And she was like, dang, I don't even want to go back.
It'd be
Yeah,
like
because
that.
they were paying her more than she was making.
Yeah.
So even if I'm correct, like the doctor told her she can have another week or something like that, but she was like, no. My mom's like, bro, she got in a car crash, and like they had told her to say that she was really, really hurt. And because, you know, a lot of people, that's how people basically get money.
I told your mom, I said,
And
say your back hurts.
My mom said no. She said, you know how she is. And she's like, nope. She was like, porque mamá dinero y luego Diosito va a estar enojado. And, you know.
Yeah,
at
she
the
has a
end
lot
of
of
it,
integrity.
Yeah, she does. And I feel like that's where I get that from. Because Anthony gets mad. I remember one time I went to Walmart. Because I will not steal for the life of me. I can't steal. It's like, bro, siento que I get hot. Or I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how people make it so easy. Make it look so easy. And I remember I went to Walmart. It was when we were living in Indiana. And I brought a cup. Those 50-cent cups, you know what I'm talking about at Walmart? Those 50 plastic cups that they sell.
They don't have them at the Walmarts out here, but it's kind of like Sam's Club. Like, you know, like when you want to buy a soda, they usually have like the cup dispensers
Oh,
in
and
the
there's
No.
one that's
aisle.
50 cents?
No, I'm talking about like those, you know how
Oh.
they have the plates for 50 cents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're colorful.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay. Like the plastic cups.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think they're 50 cents. I think they're $1. I don't remember. But I just remember that they were already closing. And I go and I'm like, Anthony's like, oh, it looks like you forgot to pay this one. Oh, well, it's free. And I was like, no, it's not. I go and like the guy's like, oh, we're about to close. It was like 2 minutes before closing. I was like, no, I forgot to pay for this. And he let me go in to pay for it. And Anthony was like, I know you lying. I was like, nope. I'm not gonna steal that. Like, it's not mine. I
Yeah.
didn't pay for it. I can't do it. I don't know. Well, it's because I told you guys. I don't know. You were there. I had stole from my mom when I was little because they had those like festivals at school.
Mm-hmm.
I stole $60.
Damn, that's a lot for a
and
little
mind you,
kid.
at the time, it's because they didn't want to give me money, and my grandma didn't have money like that. So, but honestly, I didn't know how much $60 was.
Mhm.
I was little. I want to say like 4th grade.
For the bookstore?
No, it was for like a carnival stuff. They had like games and stuff like that, and you had to pay.
Field day.
Kind of
Yeah,
like field day.
kind
yeah.
of, but yeah. So I just remember I stole from it, and the only reason I got caught was because my cousin, she was like 2 years older than me, and I gave her $20, and she wanted to give it to my tia and told her that I give it to her, and I was like, girl, I would have kept it. But my mom hit me so bad in my hands. Like, my mom never used to hit me. My mom never has hit me with a belt, nothing like that.
Damn.
Pero I think it was más el susto. But she hit me so hard. I remember I was bawling. I just remember my grandma saying, no más te robó como $5. Que no sé qué. She's like, no, she spent so much. She took so much money. Que no sé qué. My grandma was trying to defend me. She was like, oh, she's like, es que la niña no sabe. La niña no sabe. And honestly, I did it. But at the same time, like, I knew it was not $5.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, you.
But $60, yeah. And that was my last time I ever stole. And
Damn, girl.
I was so embarrassed.
I did take I think it was like $15 from my mom's wallet one time to buy fireworks.
I never stole out my mom's.
Really?
I never stole out my mom's wallet.
Maybe
I didn't
maybe
steal
it
from
wasn't
wallet.
for fireworks.
I stole it in the car.
It might have been for the bookstore too. I don't know. Remember if it was fireworks or bookstore. But
No, boy. If my mom could give me $5, she would give me $5 for the bookstore. And if
'cause
I
you
can only
spoiled.
if I can only buy erasers, a little bit sometimes. Only on the
Nah.
weekends.
Only on the weekend. But
How would the economy be in 5 years?
in 5 years, I didn't say economy. I said the world.
Yeah, that.
How's the world gonna be in
Sorry.
5 years? In 5 years, I believe there's gonna be flying cars.
You think so?
There's definitely gonna be electrical. Like it's gonna be 90% electric cars.
I think when we were in middle
Yeah.
school, I thought they were gonna be flying cars by now.
There's gonna be like how Tesla is now,
Yeah.
where there's like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Flying cars is gonna be like that, and Teslas is gonna be all over.
Mm.
E cars, electric
You think
cars,
so?
electric.
I think that'll be more like 10 years.
No, 5
No.
years.
Well,
And
maybe.
then
And what else?
I think politics wise, we're gonna be. I don't want to talk about politics. Let's not talk
Good,
about
because I'm not
politics.
educated on politics. I don't like
Yeah, let's
talking
not
about
talk
stuff
about.
that I'm not educated.
Let's forget politics. Okay. I think e-vehicles
Mm-hmm.
and air. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's not gonna be. I don't know. We'll see. And what else? I think there's gonna be a lot of jobs that are gonna be taken over by robots.
Oh, definitely.
Wait. Side note: me and Ches went out to eat the other day at this restaurant in Blue Island. There was a robot serving the food.
Yeah.
I
There's
was
been, a
like-
lot of
I'm telling you.
sushi places.
I was
Yup.
like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah, I heard about that sushi
Yeah.
place that literally brings you
Yeah.
the sushi to
I was
you.
like, what is going
Yeah.
on?
So 100% that. I'm pretty sure like 20% of our jobs are already taken by
Not me.
robots. Not me either. But there's a
Well,
possibility that a lot of our jobs are gonna get taken over.
Yeah. Well, at least.
So you know what that means? That means a lot more people are gonna be lazy and not gonna want to
Oh, yeah.
work. That means
homeless.
certain jobs are gonna get wiped. That means the economy is gonna be hurting.
Mhm.
That means it's already hurting.
I saw a
Boy.
TikTok where this girl was saying like how our parents when they first bought our houses were like super cheap, and they're like, your house is worth like way more than what you bought it for right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, it's crazy how like you think you're living good, and then you're like, you want to give your kids the same or better. They're like, but to think that it's gonna be like so hard to buy a house.
It's so expensive.
Yeah,
your
even buying a
kids.
house is a luxury now. Like,
Yeah.
only people who have
Renting
money.
is so. Like,
yeah,
normal
Anthony's
now.
dad, he lives on the north side, and he's paying like $2,000 a month for, it's like 2,000
A
something.
house or
No, an
apartment?
apartment.
Oh my
And
God.
his aunt that lives in Soho, she's only paying 1,600 for a mortgage.
That's a lot still.
But
A
not
mortgage
mind you,
should be like
mind
1,200.
you, she got it on a 3% interest
Oh, that's
because
not
when
bad.
she got it was in COVID, because she has a big house. She has like
Mhm.
5
Oh,
bedrooms.
she was
and-
smart.
yeah,
During
and it's
COVID,
renovated
everything went down.
completely.
Yeah.
But she got it during
I should have
COVID.
bought my house during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had your chance. You just didn't
I
take
Yeah,
had
it.
you
my
had the
chance. I
opportunity.
had that house. Hey, that house. They made that house nice. Whoever
Yep.
bought that house,
What house? Wait, you were
the
looking
one
In
over there
Soho.
by the
She
one
was
in
gonna
Soho.
buy a house in
Oh
Soho.
yeah,
Carmen's?
Carmen told you.
Yeah, she kept telling me. Shout out Carmen. I love you, Carmen. I
Nunca
should've
te
listened to
hacemos
you.
caso.
Debería de hacerte caso.
Like,
Yeah, bro.
Shaking
She's
my
like,
hand.
yeah.
No le hacen caso a Carmen. Carmen, they're gonna listen to you from now on.
I promise.
yes, Carmen.
Yeah, I think that flying cars too, maybe possibility. I think it, like I said, it's gonna be super expensive to just live, to just exist. I think everything's gonna be super expensive. That's it, really.
Yeah. I think the way that electrical vehicles are gonna get pushed is the gas price is gonna keep going up, and it's gonna get to the point where we can afford
Wait,
it,
did you
and
see
then
that?
it's just gonna be like, all right, I'm just gonna go to an electrical.
Well,
vehicle.
honestly, I think that's what they're doing.
I think that's the
But
plan.
I think that is the plan.
But no, did
If
you
that's
see
what
that the-
happens, y'all better give me the credit because I didn't get it from nowhere. I'm thinking about it myself.
Okay, period. You
Yeah,
got it.
because when I was looking into that, like supposedly like for electrical cars, that you barely see any difference of
Mhm.
changing your electrical bill, because you know how you get it installed in your house.
Oh yeah,
That
Steve.
there's like almost no difference.
For real?
Steve got it
Steve
installed
got
in his
it?
house.
He just plugs it into a regular
Oh
plug.
my!
Wait,
I gotta ask him. I wonder if
yeah.
his bill went up.
I don't know.
Well, they said that your bill, like, it goes up a little, but not like drastically at
Yeah.
all, and it's still cheaper than
Gas.
Mhm.
gas.
Well, his is hybrid. It's half and half,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
it lasts a lot longer.
No, but did you see that they discontinued? So Dodge discontinued the Chargers
Mm-hmm.
and the Camaro. I feel like that's what they're gonna do. Like little by little, they're gonna discontinue like all gas cars, and then they're gonna be like super rare.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the dealers are gonna be full of electrical cars, and
Mhm.
you're gonna have like 100 electrical cars and like 2 gas cars.
Mm-hmm.
But which is kind of scary, because honestly, like, if there's a shortage or anything like that, like, you know how sometimes like there's storms and like we don't have light for like 3 days. Imagine like you
They're trying
can't
to kill
drive
us off.
anywhere.
They're trying to kill us
Yeah.
off. low-key.
Not we're gonna be a target.
Ah.
But honest, that's
Arrepiéntense.
scary.
Hey,
Just kidding.
repent.
The government will never.
What do you mean they would never?
It's sarcasm. That's how, you know how they'd be like,
didn't
if you
catch that.
think, if you
They're
need,
gonna target you next.
yeah, you know how they'd be like, if you
He's
think,
just
if you
kidding.
think that the government will never, they will,
Yeah.
and it's kind of true.
I
He's
agree
just
with
kidding.
you.
He's kidding.
Yeah, we're kidding. The government will never.
I got
They
take
75
care
of us.
subscribers, bro.
Side eye.
Side-eye. I said I got 75 subscribers, bro. The government does not care about me.
Watch it
Shout
go
out-
viral.
Shout out to all the 75 subscribers.
That's right.
Amorcito del corazón.
That's right. We love you. Thanks for listening. I hope you're still
Gracias.
listening. I hope this is not boring. Let's
Wait,
not.
we're
make it
live?
boring. We live.
I'm funny.
Nah, we're not
Nah,
live.
imagine-
No, bro.
You should try that.
No, imagine like
it's
this
hard
right now.
because then what if I want to cut something like
Yeah.
what she
Oh, yeah.
said?
True.
Now I'm gonna have to cut this.
Ah.
Beep. Nah, let's talk about. I'm gonna turn these questions off. Let's talk about for real, because bro, we be having some interesting
I
conversations.
know.
And right now that we're on the mic, we're struggling. We
I
have to
think
go
it's
down.
because we're trying. I don't know. We're trying to censor what we're talking about a little bit.
Bro, I wish that we could just.
We could. Cancel culture is not gonna get to me, bro. I have 75 subscribers. Matter of fact, let's get canceled now so that I don't have to get canceled later.
Hey, double cancel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. Let's talk about how.
No, honestly, if everybody had their like lives on in like on the internet.
Boy.
In all honesty, without editing and all that, everybody would be canceled.
No, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like y'all can't tell me.
Bro, there's no way. Okay, let's talk about comedy. There's no way you're not making dark humor jokes when
Hey,
you're with your
bro.
boys or when you're with. I don't know about you guys.
No, I do. And Jasmine told me. Okay, side note, because like she has been getting on me about everything I say, because what do you be saying? Like there's power in the tongue or something
Yeah.
like that. Like if we're referring to like church and like, you know, our Christianity,
Mhm.
like there's power in the tongue. So even with your jokes, I be trying to watch what I say, because I be like, nah, I'm about to end it all right now. I be like, or bro, Jay. Okay, so our friends have a little brother that passed away last year. It's not funny.
It's not
It's
funny.
not funny.
No,
hold
I
on,
think it's
hold on,
But
because
the
I'm
thing-
you. I laugh at bad situations.
No,
I don't know if
no,
you've noticed.
It's because
Yeah.
Jay's jokes. Like
Okay,
you should
Jay-
really
that too.
hear her
Like-
jokes, but that's the way she copes.
Yeah.
That's how she copes, and like she makes jokes about it. And like sometimes I really be trying to hold my laugh, because she really like she be like dark humoring for real. And I'd be like,
It's the best kind of humor.
and she'd be like, it's okay to laugh, and I'd be like, oh my god. Because bro, the jokes she says,
That's
dark
so
humor,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
dark
we love
humor.
you, Edwin.
Yeah.
Todo amor.
R.I.P. Edwin.
But yeah, about dark humor, bro. There's just no way when you're with your boys or when you're with your girls
No, yeah.
that you guys don't do dark humor, bro.
I
Like
think.
Oh,
I don't
definitely.
understand why people get so booty hurt.
Hey, we
now.
drive past the cemetery, and I'd be like, shout out all my dead homies.
Yeah, bro. I don't
No,
know
yeah,
why
dark
people get
humor,
offended so
yeah.
easily.
I think this generation has became very like sensitive. Like you can't talk about anything because everybody gets their feelings hurt, and people say it's because like people are starting to speak up. Like, yeah, girl, speak up, stand your ground or whatever. But like sometimes it don't be that deep. Like
I really
it
don't.
be that deep.
I think it's the woke people that want to be woke.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay to be woke. Like, you know, walk, be your own, stand your ground, like I said. But like, don't make yourself try to be woke. Because sometimes y'all don't even sound right.
Yeah.
There's some people that do it for attention for a
Yeah.
fact.
Definitely.
Bro, I be trying to treat people, but I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to get canceled.
Because sometimes people need that one person in their
There's-
life that's going to give it to them straight without you being a wuss.
I don't know if you guys. I'm gonna get into it, but I kind of don't want to get into it.
Wow.
But I'm just gonna mention it.
I'm going to be like, whisper, put the microphone
Nah. There's this girl on TikTok that claims that the LGBTQ community should be taught in school.
No.
Okay, but then that would correlate.
Yeah.
That would correlate with people teaching religion in school.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That would correlate. So that would be like, that's kind of like, I don't know, clashing. Because I wouldn't want my kid. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Wait, pause. Ayer fuimos a la garra and we were like looking through clothes, and there was like a baby, a mameluco, a onesie
Mm-hmm.
that said my first pride. And that little thing was like for 0 to 3 months. Now,
Yeah.
why as you put it on your baby's body,
Exactly. You are literally, what's the word?
you're like planting that seed
Into them.
in your child, and they don't
So
even.
then,
They're not even old
yeah.
enough.
So it's like,
I
or the now that it's, I don't know if it's official yet. It's illegal to gender your kid. Like,
I don't know. I don't be. Look, I don't be. I don't.
it's
I
just,
do it-
it's just not
what
right.
do I do?
Like, take religion out of it, and it's just still not right.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
still not right. Like,
Yeah.
You're forcing that
Yeah.
on kids.
you're putting it into his head, and it's just
Yeah,
not
I
right.
don't be having no opinion for real on like the LGBTQs because like
If you're old, do what you do. Do
Yeah,
whatever you want.
yeah.
But bro,
But
get the
don't
kids
force
out of
it
it.
on children.
don't force it on children.
That's one thing. It's because then they're gonna be confused.
Yeah, and every show you watch now, there has to be,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, bro,
But it's so
Damn.
certain shows to get more attention
Yeah.
now. It's so they don't get canceled.
Exactly.
It's a lot of that.
mhm.
But
It's
like,
all
like
cancel
it
culture.
just
They want inclusivity, so they feel like it should be very diverse in sexuality, but it don't be that deep. I don't be having
The
no
end
opinion
is
on
coming.
that for real because it don't affect. Well, like as long as it is not affecting me or my children directly.
So now I'm gonna ask you this: Are you, if that does come to the point, are you homeschooling? I'm homeschooling, bro.
My kids.
Yeah, I'm homeschooling.
I think there's pros and cons because like I want my kids, bro. I had a blast. High school, I had a blast. Middle school, I
We
had a blast.
grew up differently, though.
We did
That
grow
wasn't
up
a thing.
differently, but I feel like I will plant the seed in my kids from the very beginning. Like as soon as my kids are able to understand, comprehend, I think
That's true.
I'm just gonna teach them. Like there's people that are different. There's right from wrong. Right from wrong.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I just like there's gonna be stuff that you see. There's gonna be influences, and there's stand your own ground. You know what you came from. You know what you know. You know what's right from wrong. Like yeah, but
That's true.
I also don't want to homeschool just because like you get a lot of learning experience and a lot of communication experience and a lot of like different kind of things from like going to public school. Like
That's true.
I don't want my kids to be awkward or like not know how to express their feelings because like they didn't have any bonds to create with other kids.
Yeah.
Like now you're gonna be like awkward. I don't want my kid to go through that.
That's true. What do you think?
Wait, what was the question?
I have to go tinkle.
Okay, you can go tinkle.
So
What do you think? Would you homeschool, or you would let them go to public school if that comes to, which it looks like it is, but
Well, like, at least I would hope that there could be an alternative, like within schools, like you're able to choose. So you know how some kids, like some parents don't want their kids to learn something in health, so they would have to, because they don't want them to learn about it.
that's true.
So kind of the same thing. Like if that's the case, then no, it's because like if it's like let's say it's the same thing with religion. Like I'm okay with them not teaching that in school because it's like if they try to bring us different religion that I have to my kid, I wouldn't like that because that's not what we believe in my family, or that's so it's kind of the same thing. At the end of the day, like we said, like it's people can live the way they want, whatever. I can't really talk about it because I'm gonna be a hypocrite. Y'all know already about that. So it's something that I struggle, like kind of struggled, I guess you can say. So I can't really talk much about the LGBTQ community. But
yeah,
other than that,
not
like,
even
it's
that
just
though.
their choices.
Just like it's your choice. You're right.
It's due to whatever. Like I'm gonna teach my kid, obviously, like that it's wrong.
Yeah.
At least in our religion. Obviously, when they get older and they decide to go a different route, I'm not gonna stop loving them. I will still tell them like it's wrong and that's not what we believe in. But that's the way they go. I'm not gonna stop loving them or gonna treat them the same way.
Yeah.
So
you're right. It's like
school.
You're right. It's just
it's scary though. It is very
because
scary.
it's the same thing. It could be the same thing with drugs. It could be the same thing with learning sex before like super young, right? Before you want them to learn about that. It could be anything. It doesn't have to necessarily just be about that community. So yeah, you're right. It all has to do with being at home, like what you teach your kids at home.
I love God. But God is not hate though.
No.
God loves
even
no matter who you are.
Exactly.
So
He loves you no matter what.
God out here loving you.
But it's in the Bible for a reason. He knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And
sure.
you know how people are like, no, it doesn't say that. It does say women were made for men.
Yeah.
We're made for each other. So
Adam and Eve.
You know what I saw? I saw a TikTok and it was like, women, you out here waiting for a man? Negative. You keep thinking God gonna bring you a man? Negative. Because God made Eve for Adam. So he working on you. So that your man. So you can find your man. I was like, hi.
He hit you?
He hit me.
Damn.
Cynthia, you've been in the same relationship for the past 6 years.
Damn, don't add years now. It's only been 5.
It's about to be 6 in December, less than 8 years.
No, but I'm just saying, like, girls do say that, like, I'm waiting on my man, I'm waiting on my godly man. But, like, you were made for a man. A man was not made for you.
Yeah.
That's right. We get to choose.
But we were really talking about marriage.
That's why we're the ones who ask for marriage.
Yeah, but my mom.
Oh, what do you guys think about women
My-
asking for marriage? I think that's really awkward.
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I would
Sorry.
not
Well,
kneel
I'm
down.
100,000,000%. I'm gonna be the one that's asking for
Yeah,
marriage.
I told Anthony jokingly, I was like, I'm gonna propose to you. And he's like, I will say no. He's like, I would right away say no. He's like, no, a man has to propose to a woman.
Yeah.
He's like, because I'm gonna be the provider, which is true. A man's supposed to be the provider.
Yeah,
a woman,
boy,
a
that is
woman.
why
Yeah.
ain't no 50-50 over
No,
here.
oh, definitely. Definitely.
Dang.
The
I know you
cat.
brought that up for a reason.
Ain't no 50-50 over here. My daddy take care
No.
of all the bills.
No,
so the
I'm
man-
not. Okay, since you brought it up, I don't believe in 50-50. Like, it could be like 70-30, right? But then there's
No,
gonna be
zero.
times. Okay,
0 to 100.
hold it.
At
Hold
least,
on, hold
at
on,
least
hold
in
on.
the beginning, when you guys are getting your careers, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But when you guys are already starting to have like your kids are already gonna get married, or in the future,
Yeah.
honestly, no, it's the man.
Okay, hold on.
You guys are providers, and it's in the Bible. Man's supposed to be a
100%.
provider.
Yes. Hold on. You're not listening to me. Let me
And
speak.
you working him up because he.
Let me
This a
speak.
topic he feel from the bottom of his heart.
Look, this is the way I look at it. The way I
Leslie,
look
we
at
got
it.
you.
Okay, you're married, right? You got kids.
Mhm.
A relationship could be at one point 80-20, right? Because I'm providing and you're taking care of the babies, right? And chores and everything.
That's a lot of work.
Right. I'm not saying that it's not.
Mhm.
Hold on. And emotionally, when women, or I'm not gonna say 100%, right? But most of the time, you guys are emotionally lower because you guys just went to a really hard time, right? You had a baby and you gotta do chores and take care of the baby, whatever. Emotionally, you're lower than normal, right? So then I would feel like that's 80-20, right? But then let's say the man loses his job, right? So now we're living off our savings. What do you consider that? You would still consider that 80-20? You or 100%? Obviously,
Yes.
now he's not providing.
Well, that
I mean,
would get him.
he's still providing off the savings, right? But then now she has to come up emotionally and support him and help him get through it.
Yeah,
So
of
then at that
course.
point, it wouldn't be 100% him. At that
of
that
course.
point, it'd be
That's
her more than
yeah,
him.
But that's like yes. Okay?
But it's
That's
still
So-
saying that
valid.
you're
that's
So it
valid.
should be.
A
It should be-
marriage- a marriage takes two. Right, you're right.
Right.
But well, your point is valid. Like what you're saying is
Mhm.
completely valid because my point is like I'm not going 50-50 on. I don't expect for example, for instance, I'm not expecting my husband to ask me for 50-50 and then you want me to wash the dishes, fold the clothes, take care of our kids, raise our kids, be at my kids'
Yeah,
parent-teacher
that would
conference.
be 90-10.
Like, yeah, and all
100%.
you're doing is paying the bills. Not saying like that's all you're doing, but like all you're doing is bringing him home money and paying the bills. You get home, I have dinner ready for you, and then you get in the bed to go to sleep. Negative. No, that's my thing.
I agree
like,
with you. It shouldn't be like that.
yeah, because that's really not 50-50. That's really like you said 90-10. 10 you're bringing in the money, I'm doing all the other work.
Mhm.
Like 50-50 is if we're both single. I mean, not both single. If we're both married, right? No kids. What I mean is like no kids. 50-50 would be like you're, of course, me, as I'm going to go to school, finish my school, my bachelor's. I didn't go to school for nothing. Like I'm
Right,
going to go.
you're gonna
I'm
go to
gonna,
work.
Yeah, but as soon as I have kids, and I like that's when I'm gonna be like, all right, stay at home on vibes, because like you wanted kids. Ahora I'm gonna raise them for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure they're good. I'm gonna have the house clean for you. I'm gonna cook for you, and you're gonna come and you're gonna pay the bills, and I'm gonna be chilling at the crib with your kids, making sure they're good. No,
So
but
that's still 50-50 because you're doing all of that.
no, my point is like as in like financially, you're okay. Yes, financially, I don't agree on 50-50. Financially is my point. Everything else, like you can't expect me to still go to work and help you financially, and then we're going half on rent, we're going half on the bills, we're going half on this. But I'm doing all of the other things. Like I'm still cooking, I'm still cleaning, I'm still like that's not 50-50.
I just feel like it's based off everybody everybody's different.
Yeah, you.
Mhm.
But
Everybody's
I would
different.
say
That's why you
everybody
have
grew
to.
up differently. But no, your parents didn't. Your mom grew up being a
Yeah.
stay-at-home wife. You grew up on your mom being a stay-at-home wife.
Yeah,
She
but
just
she's
does
always
what
had
she
her
loves
business.
as her as.
Right.
Yeah, but it's more of a hobby. It's not really
Yeah.
like
Your mom didn't
yeah.
have to make that money because it wasn't gonna make them or break them.
Yeah.
It
Right.
was just
a
extra cash.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I was gonna say. It's based on however you grew up, but like
Not even.
exactly that's what I'm
Because-
saying. Not even because you didn't. You saw.
Yeah, I didn't grow up
You
like
didn't
that.
grow up like that, but he wants his wife to go 50-50.
No, I'm not
on
saying I
bills.
want her to go 50-50. That's not what I said.
That is definitely what
That
We've
is
had
not what I
arguments.
said.
You
I
have
always
said-
argue with you guys with this. Look, the way I would like for my marriage to go, okay? I would want for me to have my own account, right? And her to have her own account. And then
Okay.
we also have
A
a
joint
merged account. We have a joint account where we pay the bills.
Mhm.
We pay stuff for the kids. We pay food. We pay da 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 da.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we would figure out budget, how much has to go into that account to take care of everything that needs to get taken care of,
Mhm.
right? And then I also have my money and she also has her money.
Mhm.
My example that I have already talked to you about was if I want to buy this iPad for you, right? For my partner.
Mhm.
And all we have is a joint account. Because if you're doing the way you're saying it, that he takes care of you, is that money is just in a joint account. She gets a card and I get a card, right? It's in a joint account. Okay.
Compare myself. I burped. Sorry, no, I burped.
Okay. If I want to buy this for my partner, right?
Yeah.
I have to buy it with my own money for it to have value. Correct?
Yeah.
This iPad is $1,000, right?
Okay.
If we have a joint account where we both put money into it, that value goes down
Yeah.
because she put money in there so she could be buying it for herself, right?
Mhm.
Okay. If I just use my money that I've worked, that I have in my account, that is more valuable when I give it to her because none of the money that was hers is in that account that I paid with it.
But then
right?
that's the same. But that yes.
So if I use that joint account, that takes some value off of it.
Not okay, but my point is like if I'm making $300, right, and I'm like, oh, my man's birthday's coming up, like we're married, my husband's birthday coming up. I get my $300 that are going into, let's say I'm getting direct deposit, boom, get them in direct deposit. I'm gonna go buy $150 shoes.
Okay.
I knew I just got paid $300. And I know, like, let's say my regular income is $300. I'm just saying that, just to throw a number. And I'm like, oh, let me save up 3 months in advance. $900. I know I can only spend $900 worth. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So why would I go and spend a $1,200 gift, buy a $1,200 gift when my only income is $300 every 2 weeks?
I'm so confused where this is going.
That made no sense. I
Yes,
don't
it
know what you mean.
does. How? I know I wouldn't spend more money than I make.
But
Right.
wait, where did
Buy
that
somebody a
come
gift.
from?
Yeah.
What
yeah,
you just
that doesn't.
said. You just said the gift has more value because it's coming out of my single account instead of coming.
Oh, but he's not
from our
talking about
joint
the money.
account.
He's just saying like that he wants those separate accounts. Basically, so whenever he buys it, it's from his money, not
It's
not
still
combined.
coming from my money though. My money is going into this account. It's still my money. Well, maybe because my mama just get her checks and she keep her own money. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And with that money, she buys your dad gifts.
Yeah.
That's what
that's
she's
okay.
saying.
That's,
That's what he's
I
saying.
like that.
But they have a joint account though.
Yeah,
that
that's
they
what he's
pay the
exactly
bill.
just said.
That they pay the bills with. They
Yeah.
buy
You're saying,
food.
okay,
they
I'm
buy.
guessing because you're saying it's throwing me off because you're saying 3 different bank accounts. They only
Yeah.
have one. Bank
Oh, they
account.
only have one.
They only
But
have
she
one.
keeps her money cash, doesn't she?
Yes.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. That's like basically her second account.
Okay.
Let's just
I
say
guess.
that.
Okay, I guess you're
That's
right.
what he
I
meant.
guess.
Like he doesn't want to
Yes.
buy it from their joint account because then he feels like she basically put money for it too.
Exactly.
Because they both putting money in there, so it's not as valuable
Yeah.
as for her to getting it. So when he buys it just with his own money, not hers, that she put in that bank account as well, it's more
Valuable.
sentimental, more
Yes.
valuable.
Yes.
Okay.
Fine.
Financially, that's
herself.
how I would like my marriage to go.
I think
Okay.
that's really good.
And then when it comes to doing dishes, when it comes to doing
Mhm.
who cooks, when it comes to, it depends on the schedule. If I work mornings and she works nights, obviously, well, okay, let's say we both work mornings, right? And we don't have kids, right? Okay, who makes it home first, right? Whoever makes it home first, be like, okay, let's say
That's not fair.
why?
Because what if her job is a little bit? She gets off a couple minutes later.
Okay, she gets one day where she's like, I had a really hard day. I don't want to cook. Okay, that day I'll cook.
Okay, yeah,
That's
but
not.
there could be a schedule.
There could be a schedule.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I cook on Tuesdays, you cook on Mondays, so
Okay.
on and so forth.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
you work it out depending on your relationship,
But
right?
that's when you don't have any kids. That's my
Yeah.
point. My point is like when you don't have kids, you're married, but you're like technically like single porque no tienes hijos.
Okay.
Like that's my thing. It's okay to do stuff like that because you're still working on it. You're probably if you're planning to marry Leslie, she's probably gonna be doing her masters. You're probably gonna be like working. You know what I'm saying? So like you don't got no kids. You're like going hard at your own separate lives, but your life together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's I agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
They're both like I'm not gonna expect him to just be like financially taking care of me. Nah, let me not say that.
Nah, you see, you do.
But yeah, but like I'm saying, like when I want us to be like set enough for like when I got kids, I don't want to work. That's my thing. When I have kids, I don't want to work. I don't want to work because like people is out here.
Raise them.
I want to raise my kids. I want to be in my kids' life. That's also another reason why I picked the career. Like I said, I was very iffy on it, but like I ended up settling on it because like my kids are gonna be in school when I'm at work. I'm gonna be out when my kids are out. I'm gonna have weekends, holidays off. I'm gonna have spring break, Christmas break. Like we're just gonna correlate.
Yeah.
So if I do end up like once my kids are old enough to like speak up for themselves and tell me when something's wrong, when something happened to them. Like I want to say, what is that? Like first grade. First grade, I can go back to work.
So what is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
When they're first
5
grade,
or 6?
You're 6. You're 6 turning 7 in first grade.
That's okay.
Yeah, so
I'd be okay with that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
it just makes sense.
Yes, I agree with you. All I have to say is okay. That's why my plan is not to have kids anytime soon because I know.
Bro, we're getting old.
I know, bro.
You're getting old.
You're the oldest. You are?
Yeah, you are, bro.
No, but
because I gotta
like,
be ready to be able to like. I guess it's because we also haven't talked about it, me and Leslie. Like, how would it be? Because we just are set on not having kids anytime soon. So there's no reason to talk about it, right? So yeah, whenever that comes, then the time will come.
I'm actually excited for us to have kids. I really wonder. Like, it would be pretty cool. You never know. What if we all like have kids around the same time?
We should like plan it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We're like,
I feel like you would want to go first, and I still wouldn't be ready.
No,
I think Cynthia's gonna be the last one.
I think I'm the least ready to have kids.
Nah, I think you're
I
the
want
first
to.
one.
With all this, I'm going to my doctors to see about my PCOS and then all of that stuff. So I want to give my time 2 years.
No,
I want 2 years.
You want kids in 2 years? You think you're gonna be financially ready to have?
I'm not gonna.
Hopefully,
be ready
then I do because I really my goal is to have my van for my what's it called business for within a year.
No,
so.
I can't.
Oh yeah. Maybe you can. Yeah.
And I already have a big clientele, and I always get the dogs that are a little bit aggressive and get
Yeah, you could just
you can't go back to my
steal
spot,
them.
and I take them.
Hey,
Bro,
as soon as you start, okay, I'm gonna give you some business advice. As soon as you start actually like, okay, I'm buying my van, I'm doing this, and that. Make your cards first, and start handing them out to the customers. And be like, hey, soon I'm gonna start my own thing.
Oh, I can get definitely fired.
And be like, here, just keep my
get
card.
Fired.
No, but they're
After
not gonna
the
know.
fact.
Yeah,
Get fired.
they're not gonna know, and we're not gonna say
She's
names.
just
We're
kidding.
not gonna say. Hypothetically, she's gonna do that.
Damn, that was a little loud. You're gonna like blew my ears out.
Sorry.
No, yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, yeah. I don't think there's much. I think we talked about a lot.
We
We
did.
were kind of everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's okay.
Yeah, but that's how we are in real life.
Yeah, this is how we talk in real life.
That's how we're literally everywhere in real life.
Wait, so when do y'all think that? So what is the age y'all want to have babies?
Low key, probably like
30, 28.
Yeah, 28,
28 and a
29.
half.
28, I'll probably start to consider.
Yeah.
which is good.
Mhm.
At least we would have our lives a lot more
I just
figured out.
really don't want to struggle with my
Yeah.
kids. Like
Yeah.
that's my priority. I really don't want to struggle with my kids. If it was just up to me, like I probably would have had like I would have been had kids. Like
Yeah.
not saying if it was up to me, that's weird wording. But like if it was up to like not thinking about anything financial,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have been had kids just
Yeah.
to like get it over with. But
You wanted to be a young mom?
low key,
Yeah.
low key a little bit. Sometimes I think
No.
about it because like think about it like you're
Carmen always tells me this, like, you're gonna be 50 with a 10-year-old
Yeah,
or
that's
with a
what I-
4-year-old.
that's
I'm
what
like,
I-
dang.
No,
you're
I
right.
think, I think reason why is too is like well, at least me, I had a young mom. My
Yeah.
mom was 17. My dad was 17, 16, 17
Yeah.
years old. My
Not
mom was
that young,
17,
though.
18. But still, like, I feel like I said today, I'm like, I still feel like I'm
Yeah.
18. Like, I
Mhm.
don't feel like I'm 100%
Uh-huh.
mature. I still don't have my career. Like, I do have my career and I'm doing really, really well. And I get paid well, but at the same time, Anthony's not where he wants to be as
Mhm.
well. And like I said, like I want him to be the provider.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I could make good money and I know I can
Mhm.
provide for both of
Mhm.
us right now and everything.
Yeah.
But I want to make my money. But when you know how you said like you don't want to go back to work until your kids are
Yeah.
like
Our
6 or
sons,
7.
Yeah, they're good.
That's what I want to do.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
how we're gonna do that if I'm making more than Anthony or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yep.
Mhm.
But Anthony
And I don't
also
want
says he's like, I
paycheck
don't
to
want
paycheck.
you.
I don't want to live paycheck to
Mhm.
paycheck.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, not considering any financial anything, I think
Mhm.
I would have been had kids.
Yeah.
Just to like, cause I don't want to be like
I
like
am
Carmen
so
says,
cold.
like not no 50-year-old, we're like a 5-year-old. Like,
I just
10-year-old.
rather live now. I want to travel and
Yeah.
not have to worry about kids and just
Bro, but they make us feel
do
bad.
everything.
yeah, they make us feel like we're
now.
behind because they had kids when they were like
Yeah.
young. But honestly, like we're having fun. I think we have a good amount
Yeah.
of fun. Like you're always.
I just want to
traveling, we
have
traveled.
fun, live, travel, do everything, and then be like, all right, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Let's
have
go.
kids.
When are we
And
gonna
then
have
it'll
a
be
best
100.
friend trip though? We've gone on
Whenever.
trips
know.
with Jay and
Yeah,
Perla.
Perla, we
We
be
haven't gone
lit.
with you, and you said when we were like
We just
14
went to
years
Missouri.
old.
Now that I'm thinking
No,
That
about
doesn't
it.
but that's our whole
count. That
family.
doesn't count.
No, I'm saying like me, you, and Sin.
Yeah, that's it. Nobody else.
No
I don't know.
couples.
No couples. No boyfriends. No girlfriends.
Just us.
Where are
you
we
were,
going?
I remember
Let's
you used
plan
to
it right
tell
now.
us that you wanted to take us to California
I've been to Cali
since
already.
we were 14.
I haven't been to Cali still.
I haven't been to Cali.
Let's go. Come with us. August 19th. We out.
Nah, it's not enough time for me to save up for
It's
that
fun
trip.
though. It's nice.
August 19th, I already got
We
plans.
had
August
all this
19th.
time. We had all this time when Juanito was out there.
We did.
Like 4
Well,
years.
now he's coming back, and then we can
Yeah.
go out there with
Yeah,
him,
but
and
yeah.
he'll show us around.
Yeah.
For
We'll have
living. Yeah. No rush. No rush to have kids. We chill.
Or we can. Have you guys gone to Florida? I haven't
Yeah,
been.
I love
No.
Florida. Florida's fun.
No, I never
Did
been.
you go? When did
Miami.
You
I went to Orlando.
Oh, was it when you guys went to Disneyland?
Yeah.
I mean Disney World.
Mm-hmm. And
I
did
wanna
your
Universal.
mom
go to
bogus.
Disney World.
Hmm?
You did your mom bogus when you went to Disney World.
Because I didn't want to go to Disney.
Yeah.
I actually didn't go to Disney. I just went to Orlando. Universal
bogus.
Why
Studios.
didn't you go?
I didn't want to. Honestly,
would
it's
love
because
to
because
go.
I'm
I'm
I
such
got no
a Disney
kids.
person.
I should have taken my mom, but
Oh, you didn't
I
take
had
her?
a blast at Disneyland.
because none of
in
us
Cali.
wanted to go. We're too
lame.
old. She
I
should have
want to
taken
go
us
to
when we
Disney
were little
World
kids.
because isn't that where all the princesses are? Or Disneyland?
Yeah.
You're
has them
bogus
too?
because you could have healed your mom's childhood trauma.
Yeah.
You could have healed your mom's inner child.
You know what? It's
I
gonna
don't
be
think
better
my
though
mom has
because
no
whenever
inner
I have kids,
child.
I'll take my kids and my mom, and it'll be a win-win. It'll be
Oh.
even better for her because she's gonna go with their
Oh, se
grandchildren.
los quieres hincar.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He's to say you take one kid,
I
you take
take
the
the
other
other
one.
No, my mom's gonna get to experience it with her grandchildren. It's gonna be
Uh.
10 times better. 10 times better.
Bro, no, for real, my mom keeps asking me for grandkids. I'm like, ahorita no.
It's
ma.
almost time to go eat.
All right.
Or
We're
go
gonna
to
have to
Carmen.
end
just
it. You're
saying.
gonna end it now?
No, I'm
She's
just
about to
saying.
talk
No,
and
no,
she
no,
was-
I'm not
No.
saying. I'm just saying it's 5:43.
I know.
I'm just saying because I'm hungry as hell.
I'm hungry too.
Let me start thinking.
So if
What'd
you
she
hear a
make to
little,
eat?
if you hear a little grumble,
What did Carmen make to eat?
I don't know.
I hope pozole, bro.
Carmen.
I've been wanting her
Carmen.
pozole.
Carmen.
You need to get Carmen on the podcast.
I do need to have Carmen on the podcast.
Hey.
I'll have you on the Carmen on the podcast, Carmen. Hit my line. DM. DM my manager, please.
Ah!
Celsius,
Dude.
please sponsor me.
The first.
I'm gonna have to buy cases of
That's what I was gonna
Celsius
say.
and give them
Y
to
para
my
que me
guests.
regales.
Yeah, guest.
I already said it. Bleep it out. Cut it out.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening, watching, and please make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, and turn the notification bell so that you guys can get notified when I get a new episode out. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was all over the place. We talked about a whole bunch of different topics, and
we're totally getting canceled.
No.
definitely, I might cut it off, honestly, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
If
We'll
it's
see
too
if it
long.
passes editing. Huh?
We had fun. Thank you for having
Yeah, it
us.
was fun.
It was fun.
Thank you guys for coming on, and I hope you guys had fun today. Hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. It's like any other conversation we had, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd just be a
Except you guys didn't fight this time.
No,
you
didn't fight.
Congrats.
Ah!
I'm
Man,
the
we
neutral
always be
friend.
fighting over everything.
I literally
But-
am the reason you guys are neutral at times. I mean, I'm the neutral friend.
Yeah.
I don't argue with neither of you.
Yeah.
And when I do, well, when I argue with you, then Cynthia's on your butt
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it.
Nah,
When
but
I
we
argue
don't be
with
fighting.
Cynthia, me and Cynthia make up right away.
Yeah. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. With that being said, peace. You guys aren't ready for the thumbnail?
Oh.